So on to multiplying mixed numbers, and let's get into a couple of my turn, your turns. Now, this is similar to adding and taking away fractions in the sense that you want to get, if you've got any mixed numbers, you want to get them into improper fractions. So we can do that by, again, timesing these together and adding these together. So 7 times 1 gives you 7, add the 5 gives you 12. So it's going to be 12 over the denominator, which is 7. And you're timesing it now by 1 over 2. So you've got fractions that are either improper or proper, okay? You don't want any mixed numbers, basically. And now timesing fractions we can do quite easily because it's just going to be 12 times 1, which is simply 12, and then 7 times 2, which is equal to 14. And that is it. Now, with these questions, you can simplify the fractions, which I'll go and do. If you can write it as a mixed number, you can do that. We can't do that here, but that is your answer. That's fine. But what I can also go and do is I can go and say, well, I know that a common factor of 12 and 14, and actually the biggest one is 2. So I can go and divide by 2 and go and divide by 2 and say, well, I've got 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6 and 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. So either my answer could be 12 over 14 or simplified equal to 6 over 7. So either of these is valid, but as always, okay, you want to write the answer in the most simplified format. Okay, so this is the same thing. They are equivalent fractions, but that is the simplified answer. There we go. Good, so you can now go and try your turn, pause the video, and then I will go through that one. So again, begin by getting the mixed number into an improper fraction by timesing those together and adding those. So keep the first one the same, so 5 over 8, and you're timesing it by 4 times 3 is 12, add the 3 is 15 over the bottom, which is 4. Now, 5 times 15 is equal to 75 over 8 times 4 is 32. And in this example, I'm pretty sure you can't simplify. Let me just think. You can't. So that is your answer. But actually what you can do here is you can say, well, 75 over 32. You could write this as a mixed number because this time your bottom number is smaller than your top number. So you could say, well, 32 goes in twice to get you to 64. And then 64 to 75, you've got to go and add 11 to it. So 11 over 32. So both of these things here, they mean the same thing. Okay, so this time actually, I haven't asked for a particular format. I've just said there's a question and do it. But actually in this one, okay, you could absolutely write it here as a mixed number. That is absolutely valid. Okay, I haven't asked for a particular format. Okay, so another my turn, your turn, and that's going to be it for this video. I'll leave both up because you might want to try both and just skip towards the end of the video. But again, you can begin here by getting this into both of them into improper fractions. So we can go and times those together and add those, times them and add it to this. So 5 times 4 is 20, add the 2 is 22 over the 5. And we're timesing it by 3 times 1 is 3, add the 1 is 4 over 3. 22 times 4 is 88. Over 5 times 3, which is 15, and I believe here you can't simplify that at all. So that's your answer, but what you can do actually is write it as a mixed number because 15 is smaller than 88, and it goes in how many times? Let's have a look. 15, 30, 60, 75, 90 is too big, so we can get it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to get you to 75, then to 88 you've got to go and add 13, so 5 and 13 over 15. So again, either of these answers here is valid, improper, mixed number, both fine. Now the second one, let's have a look. Again, let's go and times these together. Let's go and add those. Let's go and times these. Let's go and add those. 6 by 2 is 12. Add the 5 is 17. So 17 over... sorry. That's fine, yeah. Sorry, 12, 17 over the bottom, which is 6. And we're timesing it by 9 and 1 is 10. Over 3. So now 17 by 10 is 170 and 6 by 3 is equal to 18. So 18 on the bottom. Now can we simplify? We can, because we can go and divide by definitely a 2. Actually what you could do here is, I'm going to show you this because I want to show you no, keep, what's happened there? Keep. What I want to show you here is, that's annoying. Okay, what you could do actually is write this as 17. Right, because I know that 6, I can write it as 2 times 3. I'm then timesing it by 10, which is the same thing as 2 times 5 over 3. Well, you can do some cross cancellation. You can cross out the 2's here, because they're on top and bottom, they're going to go. And it makes the calculation a little bit easier, because then you can go and do 17 times 5, which is 85 over 3 times 3, which is 9. And actually here, that is the simplest that fraction is ever going to go. So basically all you've done there is you've just divided this now by 2 and divided this by 2, and you do get the same thing, which is 85 over 9. This is just an extra nice little thing that you can do to simplify. Okay, and that is your answer. But again, what you can do is write it as a mixed number, and I know that, well, 9 times 9 is 81, so 9 goes into 85 9 times to 81, and then you've got 4 left over to get you to 85 over the bottom, which is 9. And actually both of these answers here are absolutely valid. There you go. And that is it for multiplying fractions, where you've got mixed numbers involved, and hopefully that was useful. Thank you for watching.